Humanoid robots are coming to your house. Not someday, soon. And whether you think that sounds amazing, creepy, dangerous, or completely insane, the real question is this: are we ready to let an AI-powered machine live with us? Because we're not talking about a Roomba. We're talking about human-sized robots with arms, legs, cameras, microphones, internet access, memory, and AI brains powerful enough to understand your voice, see your home, learn your habits, and physically interact with the world around you. That changes everything. OneX already has a humanoid robot called Neo designed for the home. It's being offered for around $20,000 to buy or $499 a month as a subscription. It's built to do household tasks, respond to voice commands, self-charge, and learn new skills over time. But here's the part that should make everyone stop and think. For tasks the robot can't do yet, OneX has something called Expert Mode, where a human operator can remotely guide the robot. So let's be real. Is that a robot in your house? Or is that a stranger with a robot body standing in your living room? That one detail alone opens up a massive debate. Would you allow remote human control inside your home? Would you want a visible warning light? Should every session be recorded? Should robots be banned from bedrooms and kids' rooms? And who gets access to the footage? This is why humanoid household robots are not just another tech product. They combine AI, surveillance, physical movement, and real-world force. A chatbot can give you a bad answer. A humanoid robot can break something, open a door, knock something over, scare your kid, injure your dog, or make a mistake in the physical world. That's a whole different level of risk. But the reason companies are racing toward this is obvious. Our homes are built for humans. Doors, stairs, cabinets, sinks, washing machines, dishwashers, closets, refrigerators. Everything is designed around the human body. So if you build a robot shaped like a human, it can theoretically use the world we already built. It can fold laundry, load the dishwasher, pick up toys, take out trash, help elderly parents, grab groceries, monitor for falls, maybe even cook one day. And that's the part people will not be able to ignore. Because everyone says they care about privacy until the robot does the dishes, folds the laundry, and cleans the kitchen while they sit on the couch. Convenience is powerful. And this is not just hype anymore. Figure is building humanoid robots and showing off systems aimed at household tasks like laundry, cleaning, and dishes. Agility Robotics already has its Digit robot working in commercial environments like logistics and manufacturing. Boston Dynamics is pushing the new electric Atlas into real-world industrial use. Apptronik's Apollo is being tested with major companies. The industrial robots come first, then warehouses, then factories, then hospitals, then elder care, then the homes of wealthy early adopters. And then, eventually, regular people start asking, wait, why don't I have one? That's how technology spreads. The first version is expensive and weird. The second version is better. The third version is normal. And by the time these robots are actually mass available, the AI inside them will be far beyond what we have today. LLMs are already extremely powerful right now. GPT 5.5 Anthropic's latest Fable models and other frontier AI systems can already reason, analyze images, use tools, code, plan, and act more like agents than simple chatbots. Now imagine what the models look like in 3, 5, or 7 years. The robot in your kitchen might not just hear you say, "Clean up." It might understand the room, remember your preferences, recognize objects, avoid hazards, plan multiple steps, ask follow-up questions, and learn your routine. That sounds incredible, but it also sounds terrifying. Because the real question isn't, can the robot do what I ask? The real question is, will it know what not to do? Will it know not to throw away important documents? Will it know not to move medication? Will it know not to open the door for a stranger? Will it know not to obey a child who says, "Let me outside"? Will it know when to disobey you? And who decides those rules? The company? The government? The owner? The AI model? That is where this gets controversial. A humanoid robot in the home is not just a helper. It is a privacy issue, a cybersecurity issue, a parenting issue, a labor issue, an insurance issue, and maybe even a moral issue. If hackers target phones, webcams, cars, hospitals, and smart locks, what do you think happens when homes have walking robots connected to the cloud? Imagine spyware, but it walks room to room. Imagine ransomware, but it locks your robot. Imagine a malicious update that changes behavior overnight. Imagine prompt injection, but in the physical world. That is why these machines need real safeguards. Physical kill switches, local processing options, clear remote access alerts, child safety restrictions, audit logs, strong encryption, no hidden operator access, and serious rules before millions of these things enter homes. But here's the twist. I still think people are going to buy them because the benefits are too obvious. A robot that helps an elderly parent stay independent? Huge. A robot that helps someone with a disability? Life-changing. A robot that gives busy parents hours of their life back? Massive. A robot that handles repetitive chores so humans can focus on better things? That's a real selling point. So I don't think the future is robots good or robots bad. It's both. They could be one of the most helpful inventions of our lifetime and one of the most invasive. So here's my honest take. I would not rush to buy the first generation. Too expensive. Too experimental. Too many privacy questions. Too much remote operation. But a later version? If it was secure, mostly local, had a real kill switch, clear logs, no hidden remote access, strong child protections, and could actually do chores reliably, I'd seriously consider it. And I think a lot of people who say they would never buy one will change their mind the first time they watch one clean an entire kitchen. So now I want to know what you think. Would you let a humanoid robot live in your house? Would you let it watch your kids? Would you let it help your elderly parents? Would you allow remote human control if it helped the robot learn? Would you pay $499 a month? Would you buy one for $20,000? And what is the one line it can never cross? Because like it or not, the robots are coming, and the rules need to be decided before they're standing in your kitchen.